on inside and get yourself something cool to drink.
Welcome back, everybody, to another edition of Flippin' Tables. I'll be your host this evening, Lost in Translation Podcast. BMU is out for the evening. He's having some electrical issues over there in Texas, so y'all make sure y'all keep him lifted up in y'all prayers. Tonight's episode, we're going to talk about this Carnival cruise action and what's really going on. And we don't have a whole lot of time, so we're going to go ahead and get started. But before we do that, I'm going to make sure we recognize a few people. The first thing we want to talk about is we're going to say thank you to Black Man Unfiltered. He's watching from the clouds, making sure we straight. And we got theme-based music in the house. Says good evening. I'll be checking in. Appreciate you. And tonight we're going to be talking about a little bit about what's going on with the cruises. So guys, if you're watching, I already dropped the link in the chat because we got a lot to talk about, y'all. We got a lot to talk about. And he sent me some videos to show you guys on what's really going on. And I had no idea. I just went through them just a few minutes ago. And I had no idea that this Carnival cruise thing was that bad. I think a couple of weeks ago, we talked about Black fatigue and how people were upset about, what's going on with Black folks and all this other stuff, and about how we're not we're tired of the foolishness. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started, man. I think we ought to drop the link in the chat on both sides, on my channel and on Black Man Unfiltered. So if you guys don't mind hitting that link, we're gonna talk it. I'm gonna talk about tonight. We're gonna chop it up. Now I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can pull up the first one, and I'm gonna share my screen so you guys can actually see what I was saying. I didn't get a chance to watch all of them, but the ones that I saw, I was like, you have got to be kidding me. Now I've been watching the news, and they were talking about how Carnival was banning people from bringing fans and bringing their own music. And I was like, what is this? I really wasn't paying attention to it. And then all of a sudden, Black Man said, man, you got to check this out. So he sent me the links, and I'm going to go ahead and pull those up. I'm going to share my screen with you guys. We're going to go ahead and get this party started early tonight. So I'm going to make sure I pull up my TikTok so we can actually show exactly what's going on. So if you don't mind, I'm going to pull this up.
They fucking sick of y'all. And before y'all get on here talking about they racist, they hate Black people. No, they hate niggas. That's what they hate. I hate them too. They hate niggas. That's exactly what it is. And y'all don't know how to handle yourselves. Y'all get on here, get drunk, get to fighting, being disruptive, disturbing all the other passengers. That's all it is. Like, y'all act like y'all have no fucking home training. Like, everywhere don't have to be a party. Some people pay for this shit just to simply relax. That's it. That's all they want to do is relax. They don't want to deal with no bullshit. They don't want to deal with no fighting, no irate motherfuckers who don't know how to control their liquor, all that shit. Some people just don't want to deal with that shit. And if I spend my money, depending on it, especially if I book the cruise, if you book the cruises late, you spending a pretty penny. Spend about $2-3 grand. If you booked it early, you spend about $1,000-1,200. But either way it go, I spent my money to relax. This is my getaway from what's going on in the real fucking world. And I got to deal with you motherfuckers acting ignorant. Yeah. I'm with all the rules. Ban all this shit. And then stop bringing out fucking kids. Damn. Like, it's enough of this shit. We grown. Grown motherfuckers is paying to get away from kids, and then y'all bringing the kids to the function with y'all. Like, what the fuck is y'all doing? Leave them motherfuckers at home. Take your kids. You want to take your kids? Take your kid to Disneyland. That's what you can do. Take your motherfucking kid to Disneyland. Don't bring them on a cruise disturbing everybody else's peace of mind. Fuck.
Let's take a look at this, because this is wild. Some of the Carnival cruise rules they have listed on here is teen curfew. They got guests under 18 must follow a 1 a.m. curfew in public areas unless accompanied by someone who's 21 or older. And then they also have an age policy. Solo cruisers must be 21 or sail with someone who's 25 plus. Teenagers from 18 to 20 must be booked but with a guardian. Fan bans, I already know where that came from. That came from the boots on the ground. You know what I'm saying? Where them fans at? They even got tired of that. Say, you know what? Don't bring them fans on here. You can bring them, the battery powered ones, but you can't be bringing no fans in the nightclub and all this other stuff. Then they also got pool chair rules, leave your chair for 40 minutes or not. Behavioral consequences, disruptive guests can be refunded. No refund and fined. Man, border requirements, check in online in the at midnight, print your boarding pass. They got all kind of rules on here, IDs, passports. I had no idea it was this bad. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna find out exactly what's going on, because that's just one video. And I'm gonna go ahead and go to the next one. That just shows you we don't know how to act. Let me go ahead and pull up the next one, because I know there's plenty more where that came from. Let me see what else we got.
Do not book another cruise from Galveston until you watch this video. So apparently, Galveston is seeing record-breaking numbers for cruise passengers, which is increasing crime so much that the FBI is having to send investigators weekly to investigate crimes over international waters, such as SA, death over $10,000, and unexplained deaths. See, this is stuff they don't be telling us, okay, on these cruise ships. So apparently, the FBI office in Texas City has dedicated an agent to investigate weekly crimes on the cruise ships that happen over international waters. Now, they didn't say a specific cruise line before y'all start getting into that debate back and forth. They just said, due to the recent increase of passengers who are taking cruises, obviously the crime rate has went up, and the crimes are happening over international waters. So the FBI is starting to investigate it more. See, we need to know this stuff, especially when they said unaccounted deaths, like unexplained deaths. What does that mean? What is going on? So I'm just saying, I'm gonna keep y'all posted. Okay, uh, the link, I'll put it the link in the description if you want to go read the article. But it didn't like really get into details. It's basically just saying that the crime rate is up once they get into international waters, because international waters makes it a little bit harder, with the charges and everything. But I'm telling y'all this, just in case you did not know, there is a jail on the ships. Okay, so you can get on that ship and act a damn fool if you want to do something crazy. If you want, they go lock your ass up till they get back to port. But yeah, I just thought that was very interesting that the FBI is actually sending a dedicated agent on the ships to investigate all these crimes. And I mean, we know stuff happened on the ships. We know this. But baby, what they stealing over $10,000? And the unexplained death is the one that took me. Like, what is going on? Okay, just be mindful. Y'all always know I tell y'all to be proactive. Watch where you're going, watch your surroundings, watch who you with. But if they, update something, I will let you know. I'm gonna let you know. I'm gonna make sure you know before you go.
I had no idea they was unaliving folks on these cruise ships. That to me is wild. So a lot of this stuff y'all don't hear on TV, man. Thank God for TikTok. TikTok come back and tell you exactly what's really going on. And then we got a situation with this dude going off on his wife on the cruise ship. Couples is acting a fool. Hold on a second. Let's see what's going on this one too. I got to see. Hold on, y'all.
Oh, what? You voted! And you voted! And I'm asking motherfucker over up, drunk bitch, you voted! All the way. You voted! You know what the fuck you did? I'll never get out there like that! You know what the fuck you did? You think because I'm on the other side of this, you're gonna care? You know what? Thirsty as hell! Thirsty as hell! Get the fuck out of here! Over thirsty! Bitch, your whole husband on this bitch with you! Get the fuck out of here!
Calm down, baby. It ain't working bad.
They even got couples on here fighting on the ship. Are you serious? That is wild. I had no idea all this was going on. They even got husbands and wives on here fighting. I wonder what happened. I'm curious now. I want to know. If y'all don't know these folks, y'all let me know what's going on, because I'm vested now. I want to see what's really going on. Now that was just the first few ones. I'm gonna see what else they got on here because I got to know.
A massive group of people started a brawl when they got off their cruise ship yesterday. So I'm going to play the video for you here. These people have just gotten off their 7-day Carnival cruise from Cozumel, Mexico, when they land in Galveston, Texas, which is one of the worst places to ever sail out of. And 24 people have now been placed on the do not sail list because of this fight. It's kind of just like a do not fly list on a plane. If you end up fighting with somebody in an airport, you'll get put on that list. As you see, security guards start running, but there's not much they can do. Even police get involved. You'll see them come in the picture right here. The Carnival cruise ship said this happened under U.S. Custom and Border Protection, which is where they're at right here. They were coming back into the country. And as you can see, the people even start to push the officers right there. And then the officers couldn't control them. So they start fighting the officers and then start fighting each other again. This is absolutely crazy because these 24 people will never be able to get on a boat ever again. As you can see, there's women, children, old, young. Everybody was just going at it. We still don't know exactly what caused this, but you guys let me know what you think.
Carnival cruise.
Did y'all see that? Anissa said, "You so nosy." You doggone right in this. I'm trying to find out what's really going on. Did y'all see that these folks is stomping each other out on the cruise ships? Y'all, where they do that at? I just want to know where they do that at. I ain't never, listen, I have never in my life seen people just go at each other on a cruise ship. A cruise was supposed to be a good time, hang out with your friends or whatever. Why do we have to do all this extra stuff? That's what I want to know. Let's see what Anton got going on, because I think he was reviewing what this lady was saying. The Carnival Cruises does not like colored people. Let's see what Anton got to say.
Cruise line does not like black people, and they don't want black people taking their cruises. Okay, it started off with the speakers telling people that they can't bring speakers no more. Why would you not want people to be able to bring speakers and listen to their own music? Anyway, now Carnival has banned rap music on their cruises. Now, I've been seeing little posts here and there the last couple of days that Carnival is not playing rap music in the clubs no more. But this morning, I actually saw a video of somebody in the club. There was nobody on the dance floor, and they were literally playing soca music. And the caption was like how they asked the DJ if the DJ could play some rap music in the club, and the DJ let them know that they're not allowed to play rap music anymore. So they put on soca. Now, y'all tell me, a place that does not allow rap music and rap music only, no other type of music is not allowed to be played but rap music. Y'all, please tell me, what is the demographic of people that they're trying to keep away? And Carnival, y'all got some nerve because y'all are mad dirty, y'all mad cheap, y'all mad ghetto. Every time I see a video of Carnival, the stairways is all rusty. Y'all got a whole documentary out here about how y'all ships be catching on fire and shit mixed with piss all on the walls, all on the floors, and y'all got beef with rap music. I think y'all have bigger fish to fry. And it's so crazy because I've never been on a cruise, and I always said, like, when I go on a cruise with like me and my homegirls, like without my kids, we're gonna go on Carnival because it seems like that's the party cruise. I don't bring my kids in like high volume areas. Like I would take my kids on one of those like calmer cruises. Oh yeah, but now Carnival won't be seeing me, baby.
I don't really think that Carnival is tripping about it at all. And I knew that this was coming, right? I knew that it was coming the minute that they did the Pop the Fan song, whatever that song is, and I started seeing videos and people were saying, let me tell you the statement that I know that everything is about to go south. When people say a time was had, baby, a time was had. I see women saying that, it's a wrap. Now, I'm not a cruise guy because I'm not feeling it. It's not my type of thing. In most instances, I actually want to experience the place that I visit. And so, anytime I go overseas or anything like that, then I just rock out like that. Plus, for what it is that I do, I always need to be connected and the internet got to be popping. But the fact of the matter is that can I be honest? If this demographic of people that is making sure that they dropping their kids off so that they can go and take a cruise and then they talking nonsense, and if you need to bring your speakers on there, then that's not really the space that I need to be in anyway, because as an older gentleman that tends to want to spend a little bit more money and wants a lot more peace, I'm not feeling that. Like for the little baby girls and all of that, baby girl, I know that this is more they wave. And when you start to see fights, I actually seen a video of a fight on a Carnival cruise. It just went south from there.
Carnival Cruise said they sick of y'all.
Did you hear what I said?
Carnival Cruise said he out sick of y'all. They don't want to play no rap music. They want to make sure you as uncomfortable as possible. See, when they start putting the Wayne Brady on, don't get mad at me. You know, they already told y'all. Y'all don't know how to act. See, we talk about home training all the time, and I guess it's starting to show up now. That's ridiculous. That's just one. And let's go to the next one because I'm invested now, y'all.
Ladies and gentlemen, yes, we have another one, another fight on the Carnival Cruise Line. But this time, oh baby, let's talk about it. Now, I came across this information, and it states that I don't know if they're all family, but not one, not two, not three, not four, not five, not even 10, but 18 to 19 people I counted got kicked off of the Carnival cruise ship for fighting. Now, let me tell you this. They were in the Bahamas. They left them at the Bimini, Bahamas port. Yes. Okay. Now, that is crazy. Okay. That means the cruise was so fed up of your BS that you have to go like right now, get your ish and get off. Listen, when I seen the video, these people were on the dock with all of their belongings, luggage, everything, right? They look like they were kind of, standing around trying to figure it out. And then like security came in some vehicles and, was kind of, getting them to get off of the dock. Like it's time to go. But in my other video, we did not discuss when the cruise line kick you off at a port. Let's talk about it, right? Because if you get on Carnival cruise ship with your birth certificate and then you get kicked off at a port where a passport is required, oh, it gets a little complicated. It's going to get a little complicated. Not even just talking about trying to pay for the flight home.
Before we get started, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show, Jeff. Uncle Jeff in the building.
Fellas, what's up?
What's happening, Jeff? How you doing, brother?
I'm all right, doctor. Can you hear me good?
Oh, I can hear you good, man. I can hear you good.
Yeah.
Before we get started, man, how you doing, brother?
Man, look. I can't complain. I'm sitting here eating homemade ice cream by my wife. There's just oat milk, a little blue agave, some bananas and strawberries whipped together and frozen.
Yeah.
Man, I tell you what, I'm all right. I got this. I got the flipping tables. I got some weed. Good evening.
Man, let me tell you, man, it's always a pleasure, man, having you on, man, because you always offer a unique perspective on what's going on. I don't want you to take advantage or take it for granted that you come up and you provide us the entertainment that you do. I want to tell you thank you, man.
Well, you're very welcome because I don't come up here just for my health. I bookmark this shit and then I'm gonna make clips. I'm starting to make clips of my dope shit. I'll be saying.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, man.
Nothing wrong with that.
Ain't
yes,
wrong
I love it up here, man. It's dope. It's dope.
As always, man, it's a pleasure to have you on. Now, I know you've been watching the clips. How much have you seen so far, man? Just tell me what you think so far.
I just got my ice cream, just got my weed. I'm just getting acclimated. What I did see was what you are more than likely is probably a big topic of the show.
Yeah.
Is like you have it titled Carnival Changes Policies Tired of Black Folks, or in other words, the nigga comeuppance. I think it's about time. I think first off, we need to be honest about Carnival. Carnival is the Greyhound of the sea.
The Greyhound of the sea.
Greyhound of the sea.
Did you hear what
Come
I
on.
Come on now.
We gonna lie about it. We gonna
lie about it.
We gonna call a thing a thing.
Call a thing, man.
It's the Greyhound of the Sea. A lot of Carnival cruises is for niggas that can't really afford to go on a cruise. You got black folks that take Princess and Royal Caribbean. That's a different mindset.
Right.
Okay. What Carnival don't understand is that they just cleaning up the bad club in town. It's a club in town. Come on, bro. It's a club. Lost. You know, it's a club in town where the good, where black people with goddamn sense went.
Right.
And then you got one that's helicopters and police tape.
Right. With the fish truck in the front.
Come on, but come on. Get you some sausage and some catfish at 2 a.m.
That's right. That's right.
Okay. Yes. And Carnival said we not finna be that. Now I'm not up on what the new rules are. I'm sure I would pass them because I'm one of them uppity colors from the north.
Right. You had to worry about you bringing no fan on the ship. And no cowboy boots on my where them fans at.
Oh my God. So what are they saying? What is Carnival's official stance on this?
Well, here's the thing. They were basically saying we don't want you niggas without saying we don't want you niggas.
I can see that.
And they put up the rules. Let me see if I can find the rules, man. Because this is wild. I think it was on the first clip that we had. I'm gonna pull this up. Here it is.
They fucking.
These are the rules. Let me make sure I blow these up where we can see it, man.
Okay.
Add them. Here it is. Carnival Cruise. These are the rules. The first one was teen curfew. They want to make sure they get the whinings up off of him. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And then after that, they got an age policy. Solo cruises must be 21 to sail with someone 25 or older. Okay. Teens 18 to 20 must be booked with a guardian. I mean, that's understandable. You know what I'm saying? Now here's the
so far.
So far, so good. Now here's where we start getting into this cultural thing. Okay. It says Carnival has banned folding fans, clack fans, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Inside the nightclubs and indoor dance floors for safety.
Okay.
It's always for safety. Okay. Now it's also saying battery powered fans are still allowed. Okay. The next one is pool chair rules. I don't know what it says behind his head, but it says leave your chair for 40 plus minutes or whatever. And I guess they may have to clear it out. The next one is behavioral consequences. Of course, we already know what that is. Being disruptive can have you removed and no refund. Of course, they also got boarding requirements. You got to check in online, and I'm pretty sure they're going to ask you for your ID, that type of thing. You know?
Okay.
Yep. So I'm pretty sure you can probably pass that.
Well, I'm going to tell you what I'm not going to do. I'm not going to pretend the Carnival is in any way being racist because people misused our culture. They didn't pick. They didn't pick fans out of a hat. They didn't watch us and go, okay, what do black people like to do that we can shit on? That's not what happened. What happened is that some niggas went on Carnival and misused our culture. That's what happened.
Right.
And then when you bring a spotlight on what you have culturally misused, and then the powers that be react to its misuse, you can't say shit.
Absolutely right.
That's what I'm saying. I ain't even looking for why it's cultural. I'm looking for why you niggas got to show your ass everywhere you go. That's the big question.
Right. We got a $10 super chat from Big Ant 11. He says, "What up, Lit?" He said, "I agree with them kicking them off. Uncle Jim go to be on the toilet, lady eating that ice cream." That is hilarious, man. I'm gonna go ahead and get the super chat.
It's strawberries, bananas, and oat milk frozen.
Exactly.
That's all.
Exactly. I'm gonna go ahead and play Big Ant his super chat. We're gonna keep this thing rolling, man.
Oh, let me slow it down. Rapping with the singing, I be swinging. You can get it all free like welfare. Back to the beginning. Know what I told ya. I got 2 degrees. Now I'm dumb rich. This sound like some 718 shit. The living weirdo on the same shit. Gave me in, let's go buy a Lennox.
That's right.
Right.
That's dope. That's dope right there.
By the time we took the fiddle back from the hillbillies, and shout out to Devon, the dude that was doing the singing. That's a bad young brother, man.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Shout out to Big Ant for the $10 super chat, man. We appreciate you, man. If you guys hadn't already, make sure you guys hit the like button, hit subscribe. And also, when you get an opportunity, make sure you guys hit the super chat. And I'm going to tell them, come on in. I see you continue. What's happening? She's saying, hey, y'all, she up there dancing or whatever, man. Sometimes we got to play a little something. We culture, man, over here, you know.
Come on, man.
We got a little culture. So that's what we have so far, Jeff. And Black Man got some other stuff on here, man. I just found it was interesting. I said, you got to be kidding me, man. So when he loaded the clip, he really loaded the clip. So let me just see what's actually
A massive group of people started.
Carnival Cruise Line.
Well, that's Anton. We already saw that one.
Ladies.
Here we go. Here's the next one. Let me go ahead and pull this one up. One, two. Bruh.
Okay.
So y'all hated when
Bruh.
people saw that.
They said Disney could never, man.
I'm tired of the phrase, you got me effed up. No,
Yeah.
it's not me. It's whoever raised you that got you effed up, to be honest.
Right.
When to a man, to a person, I have yet to find an individual who uses that term that I respect. Whenever I hear that, I know who I'm dealing with. You got me, okay, yeah.
Yeah, they're about to reload the clip.
Your ignorant hang lip ass. Yeah. Okay. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, man. So they look like they were throwing people off the side of the ship and throwing stuff everywhere, man. I mean, come on, y'all. We got to do better than this. So this next one right here is saying that, so y'all hated when people saw that cruise in the fullback. Oh, yeah, here we go. Here we go. Before we get started, I'm going to bring the main man to the stage. Y'all know him as the continent. Put your hands together for the one and only Pain.
Gentlemen.
All right.
How you doing?
What's
All
happening?
right.
What's going
How
on?
you doing, brother?
All right, aura. That's how they used to say it, man. Aura.
All right. Come on, man.
What's going on, man?
Hey, man, how you doing, Pain, man?
Just chilling out.
Good.
Hanging out. How you guys doing?
Doing all right, man. We're over here watching these
Making it
videos,
happen,
man.
Cap.
Well, you know this carnival. You know what? It just no longer was profitable. The margins were thin anyway with all these blacks on there.
Come on.
And once they started losing money, they said, you know what? We got
It ain't worth the insurance.
It ain't worth it.
So we ain't
That's
gonna
it.
tap our ships, man. Pain, how much of this have you seen so far, man?
I've been watching. I've been up on the clips, so you don't have to go back.
Yeah, what you think about it, man? So far, what you saying?
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Listen, I don't have any issues with what Carnival's doing, but this is the bet they made. You know, you attracted these people, gave them discount fares. Like a lot of the shit that they did, they should have just doubled the price of admission. That would have knocked out half the fucking guys right there.
Right.
You know, but I don't have any problem, but people just ain't going to go. And I don't think if they get there, they're going to still cut up as much as they can. But I don't know if they're going to tame the savage beast. But let me tell you this. If Carnival, let's just say they got a whole boat full of blacks and there's no fighting and there's no illegal marijuana and they solved the problem of people acting up, that we need to can that shit and spread it elsewhere.
Hmm.
Because they actually did something to change behavior.
Right.
I don't know. I don't know, brother.
I mean, I don't think it's going to work. I'm just saying.
I don't know, even if it's successful, if it changed behavior as much as it drew a line on the behavior it would accept. You ain't going to change. That's I was talking to Israel Mills about this.
All right.
A lot of us have Noah's disease. Noah had to listen to his friends and his family drown because he obeyed God.
Right.
Them was his neighbors out there drowning. But if he had been wishy-washy, he'd have drowned with him. You know why? Because he wouldn't have built a boat for just 2 animals in his family. He'd have tried to build something for Ain't Suki now. Ain't Suki want to bring a goat. All that. He didn't do that. Ain't Suki, I love you, but this is what I got to do. And what we have to do is separate ourselves from these people. And not by, like I said, family. I'm so glad family is being destroyed because it binds us to people who we don't necessarily agree with. Tribe is different. Tribe is who we say tribe is. Your family is just a bunch of niggas who decided to screw some other niggas and didn't ask you shit. Did nobody ask you? Didn't know, Arpain, you got some cousins that's maybe in their 50s or so. They parents, did they come over when you was a teenager and go, Arpain, you think it okay if we fucking get Janice? They didn't ask you. They just went on and made Janice.
Right.
That's how they related to you. And that's how your mama related to them. No. Who thinks like I think? Who wants what I want? Who respects what I respect? Those are the members of my tribe. That's what's new. And we fighting it. Oh, we got to get these niggas. We ain't got to do shit. Just like I say about men. Men don't have to do shit to get themselves in order. They already are. Y'all got to find them. It ain't on them. Y'all don't want to expect one more man to do better. Not one. None. The men who doing better, do what you're doing. You give fellas, keep doing what you're doing. Yeah, don't listen to this shit about how much better you got to be. You are the fellas. It's about being better. It's about being better.
Mm-hmm.
The sisters need to own up and be the dude, be the woman for the dude that they looking for. Period.
Have 5 French fry grease.
Now, come on, man. Come on. Carnival just turned it up.
Indeed.
Anytime you get thrown off a Greyhound, nigga, shit.
Yeah. And you know, it's funny because that shit happened to me, man. It was me and my buddies, man, we coming back. No, man, I think, first of all, we are just like every other convict, we were innocent. We were innocent like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? The bus driver got scared because we laughed too loud. And we were coming back from Syracuse. He kicked our ass off in the middle of the night in Rochester. We were going back to Brooklyn. He just said, the cops came on and said, you guys got to get off the bus. I said, what the fuck are you talking about? And they left us right there. It cold as well, like in Rochester. And we had to wait 4 hours for another bus to get on.
I bet y'all was quiet on the next bus, huh?
I said, I don't know these fucking guys. I was just hanging out. I was just here. I was, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, we was quiet as a church mouse, man. We had to get over.
Man, y'all was kikiing too hard, man, over there, man, on the bus.
Yeah, we
man.
just came back from Funkadelic contest, man. Concert. Man. Yeah, man. The Mothership concert, man. That shit was fun. We were still lit.
Come on, man.
They got on the bus, Thompson, and tear the roof off the mother.
I happen to have an anecdotal story about Parliament Funkadelic.
Tell it.
The Sinbad Soul Music Festival, Aruba, 1997. HBO was producing it with Sinbad. My little ass was fortunate enough to be in Sinbad's camp, and I was writing for the show. So the lineup that year was Shaka Khan, Earth, Wind, and Fire, Larry Graham, the Gap Band, and Parliament Funkadelic. 1 year. 1 concert, 1 week. Oh, it was dope. Anyway, the Gap Band, brother, they were opening it. Well, Cameo opened it. The Gap Band was in the middle, and Parliament was going to close. Bruh, when I tell you the Gap Band act like they took it personal, they wasn't closing. Holy shit. They tore a hole in this stadium. I mean, killed it. And we was all, while they was doing their last shit, everybody nervous because now George Clinton got to go on. George sleep. He did backstage sleep. The band looking nervous. Somebody go wake up George, and I got to go out back there. They wake up George, and George hears what's going on, and they go, George, go look. George takes a look. He looks at them. He looks back at us. He looks at Sinbad. He looks at his band and go, we going to open with Endangered Species. The whole band went, like in Pulp Fiction. Oh, damn, nigga, that's all you had to say.
That's
well,
right.
we didn't know. We didn't know. Exactly. Send the wolf. They sent the wolf. We didn't know it. When they got on stage and went in the bop gun, shoot you with the bop gun. It was funky. And we was, because come on, it's Parliament Funkadelic.
Yeah, yeah.
But when they got to Endangered Species, George had him about to throw it, and he wouldn't let him go. They went into, they must have said Endangered Species for 20 minutes. Endangered Species. And after 5 minutes, everybody forgot who the Gap Band was.
Yeah, that's
George, bruh, Parliament is, and to this day, they tear the roof off the side.
They tear the roof off, man. They were excellent musicians. Let me just say one thing. One part, when I went to the concert, right, there was a little thing, because they used to do interludes that you will never hear again.
Right.
You'll never hear them because they were impromptu. And so they was into this funk, right? And it just kept going. And the guy in front of me, he must have been sued. Or he just started saying, shit. He was thinking, shit. He just started screaming, shit. I mean, they were just rocking, man.
Bro,
rocking.
It's spiritual. It's spiritual, man.
No doubt.
It's tribal. It's when you see, and I wouldn't have believed it if I hadn't seen it with my own eyes, to see thousands of Black people in a trance. Just right away.
It's rocking, man.
And I mean, funky as your grandpa's socks, dog. Just right in the pocket, man. Tight.
Yeah, Mike Hampton, Gary Scheider, man. You know, the
bro.
ladies. Oh man,
the whole joint.
Haskins, man. Forget it.
Yeah, you ain't. That's a whole.
That's a whole nother. That's a whole nother. A whole nother
different experience, bro. So but yeah,
that wasn't nothing like we had on this cruise. See, that's different. See, people don't understand the difference, man. It's like you said, the whole crew was in the trance. Everybody was bopping to the same beat.
Yeah, no time to fight, man. You just jam.
What?
You just jam.
Mess this night up with no violence,
man. Yeah, buddy.
You too busy trying to get home with your nice little sister, man. Nobody got time to be messing up the shine on your shoes. You know what I'm saying? Some foolishness stepping on my J's.
I'm gonna tell you, yeah. I will say this: that Soul Music Festival. I wasn't married then. Woo! It's wonderful hedonistic times. I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah,
that was before they had camera phones.
Oh, before camera phone. Oh yeah, bro. Before the camera phone came and ruined everything. Yeah, dude. But real talk. Back on the subject. I am just of the mind that I'm over niggas, man. Y'all getting what y'all getting. There is a grand collection. There is a grand culling, a reckoning that is going down right now that has all to do with the choosing the sides, brother. And sometimes I don't think we look at it properly. I don't think we take it on in its proper context, which is that we as the righteous ones, you, me, the brothers here, bro, we on some seriously biblical shit right now because of where we are in the world. And all this Carnival, all of it is indicative of what the get down is now. It's time out for foolishness. Your God is tired of it. Your oppressor is tired of it. It's you about done with your bullshit there. You about done with it. And bro, amen, dynamic.
Indeed.
These niggas ain't shit.
Let's go ahead and get this thing party started back up, man. Bring up the next clip and see what's going on.
Okay.
That cruise full of Black people, and they said all kind of racist remarks. But then, after the cruise, at the Carnival port in Galveston, people are fighting in the terminal, and a Black woman on an excursion refuses to get up because she didn't have the wristband, and her child has to almost beg her to get off the boat. This is why make the comments that they make. This is why they don't want to be around us. Too many of y'all don't know how to act. This is why I avoid Carnival. I even avoid the little short cruises that are like real cheap. Some of y'all don't know how to leave the ghetto at home. And these are the people who raise the kids who fight the teacher. It's all related, y'all. And so even Black people like myself or others who got some sense, we always are running not from Black people, from y'all.
Everybody may not agree to this, but it is what it is.
What you think about that, fellas?
Oh man, they didn't show it though. The lady
where that came from.
Man, they should have showed that lady sitting down there. They had to have a few people carry her ass off, man. I'm sorry she didn't show it. She just mentioned it, but
yeah,
it was her little son looking at her. He got fed up, man. He says, "Man, come on, mom, shit, man, get the hell up, get out."
What happened?
It was this lady who got drug off the boat, man, because she didn't have a wristband. You know, they asked her to leave, and she just sat there. So it took like 2 or 3 guys to pick up. You know,
she was a booger too. Yeah.
Cool now.
All right, that's all right, but that's too bad. Well, I blame that content creator.
Right. So about this last video, man. Jeff hit on it a while back, man. Back in the day, man, we had class and dignity about ourselves, man. You know, it was different. It wasn't none of this, I'm trying to prove I'm better than you and all this other stuff. Everybody was just enjoying themselves. And whenever we see stuff like that, I'm thinking to myself, what do these people got to prove, man? You know, it's like they got something to prove. And everybody all of a sudden just in this psychosis where they just feel like you got to fight somebody. I don't understand that part.
Well, I think I think honestly that part is a little easier to understand when you take it off of us and put it on common people, with all the layoffs that you've heard about, with all of the Medicaid that's being eradicated. It's now harder to keep honest people honest. It's harder. People are far less considerate because of the hell they just left at the house that you don't know nothing about. And everybody got some. So it's like this thing about black ants and red ants. If you put black ants and red ants in a jar and leave them alone with enough dirt, they live harmoniously. Shake the jar, and that's when all hell breaks loose. Society has shaken the shit out of the jar. So you gonna get people who find any altercation, any mishap, any imbalance as an opportunity to get this stress off about the fact that I just got laid off. It's a bunch of that. It's just far too expensive for us.
Indeed. I want to welcome another brother to the show. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the one and only Sexual Chocolate, Jason. the What We Know podcast. What's happening, JT?
What's up, bro? What's
Good to
happening?
see you, brother. How
What's up,
you doing, bro?
JT? What's going on,
I'm
man?
good,
Hey,
man. I'm
Tizzle.
good. Is my mic good?
Yeah, you
You
good,
good?
JT.
All right. What's happening, fellas? What's going
What's
on,
happening,
man?
man? How you been,
Hey,
brother?
man.
I've been doing well, man. I'm all
Good. Good
right.
to see you back, man. Good to see you back.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What
Yes,
you
sir.
think
Good
about
seeing
what you
y'all.
think about the show so far, man, JT?
Hey, man. Listen, I just came off of from the Carnival cruise in March.
Uh-oh.
Gee.
Yeah, in
You got
March.
firsthand.
And before March, I was on the Carnival cruise, the Sunrise, in August of 2024. The one that I came off of in March, this past March, it was okay. It was cool. It wasn't bad. But there's a couple of disclaimers that they had that was not actually correct. So when they were talking about like when you showed that one video where the guy was in front of all the different rules and stuff, a lot of those rules still has always been there for at least 2 years. The one when they're talking about they banned the Bluetooth speakers.
Right.
So that started in January, right? And I understand why, because you had people that were, while parties were going on, they were taking their speakers where the parties were going on and just playing their speakers like everybody wants to hear that. Didn't nobody want to hear that shit? So that was one of the reasons why that they banned it. Now, however, I took mines. First and foremost, you know, most of it is done for people that when you going back and you retire back to your cabin and things like that. And if you got like, we had a balcony. So that was basically my highlight of the cruise was being on the balcony, being able to, you know what I'm saying, to hit the breeze, fall asleep on the balcony, you know what I'm saying, in order, you know, listen to some jazz or whatever we listen to or whatever. That's basically what it was for. But one of the problems we had, so let me go to the one in August of 2024. August of 2024 was a bad time for us to go because all the kids were getting ready to go back to school. And this was the Carnival was known for having a lot of kids during the summer vacations on that cruise. And they got a little something for the kids, but that was a problem that I had because you had all these doggone teenagers, you know, once they get to a certain amount of, a certain time at night, they just running around, knocking on doors, running around everybody, you know, and that's not what, you know, when people come there and pay their money, want to have to deal with. They hanging out into the little, you know, where they have the food and stuff at. They hanging out there, standing on the tables and you know what I'm saying? It's like, where's their kids at? So they already had the curfew at 1. I was like, well, shit, they need to have that shit at 11 because it was terrible at 1 o'clock. Now, in August, they have like, man, there's always something going on the Carnival cruise. The way that they have it set up is when you first get there. So when you seen all those folks there with the fans and stuff, that was the first day. That was when everybody was boarding coming on. This is supposed to be the big party. You know, you got 2 big parties. You got one when you first come on, the greeting, kind of like the meet and greet. So you got the bar. They got live bands and DJs and stuff. Then you have the deck. That's where everybody was seeing it. And the deck, this is where, and I hated this, everybody carrying them damn fans. It wasn't like that in August of last year. It didn't get like that until, you know, this year coming up when that song started getting hot. So I went in March, and that's when they had the whole fan thing going on. But in August, man, we went. They got a cigar bar. They got a casino. They got a piano bar where a guy is just playing, music on there. So it's not as bad as people think it is. Carnival is actually decent for people that can't afford to get on the more expensive cruise line. And so they have a lot of other activities that's there. It's more than just the partying and all of that. You got spas, you got pools all over. You got a whole lot of other things that you can do other than just partying, right? They had a comedy club. They got 2 comedy clubs. They also have an auditorium where they have a lot of shows going on too, magic shows and all kind of other. Man, there's a lot going on that cruise. But they had the last night they had a party down where they normally have the comedy club, bro. These damn 21, 22-year-olds, 18, 19-year-olds got to fighting. And we seen one guy running around with his shirt off, like he looking for somebody to knock the hell out of. Problem was that where you going? He just running around on that first floor, going up and down the steps until he got caught up by security. Now they have guys they small guys. They look like security. They're not. Security comes from another spot, and these dudes are huge.
The Goon Squad.
Yeah. So it's just the ones that look like the security. They ain't doing nothing but keeping eyes on the perpetrator until
call
the security get there.
They trying to figure out where to sit Debo.
So, me and my cousin, we was laughing because, man, ain't nobody out here trying to fight and do all that. Why would you do that and you're on international waters? It's not going to go good for you, partner. But they messed up the whole party. That was when I knew it's about to go bad. Carnival is going to have to do something because right after that, we goes upstairs and on the deck, they started fighting. And that's where I was like, yeah, this is it. And this was the sunrise. This is coming out of, we was ported, the port from in Miami, that port. It was bad. It was bad. And it just got worse after that because you just start seeing a bunch of fights from there. Now, Galveston coming up, that's the port in Texas. That's where you have most of your problems at. You have a lot of problems there. The Miami one, you would have it. But like I said, during that time, this is when you had all the kids that getting ready to go to school and stuff like that in August. Now, the one in this year that I went to, you had the older crowd. They had a young crowd, but the crowd was probably between 30, 40, stuff like that. You had a lot of people throwing parties. You had fraternities and sororities. They had white parties. The shit was what they call a vibe, right? So it wasn't as bad as people think. However, you got I think it's 41 ports in the United States that people are going out of. The one in Galveston, they go to basically Mexico and all the surrounding places around there. The one that's over on the East Coast, they're going to the Bahamas and everything that's surrounded by there. You still had the excursions. You still had if you have 5 days, you got a lot of shit that you're going to be doing. And the older crowd is not looking for all of that shit, man. They party for a minute. And then you got to remember too, the host, I know on Sunset, they got a host. He's fairly like IG celebrity type of guy, right? Little gay boy or whatever, but he's hosting and you got good DJs that's DJing. It's actually a great party cruise. That's basically what it was. But then you got the niggas that found out that, oh shit, I can get a cruise for $500. I can get a cruise for $650. And guess what happened? All the riffraffs, they be like, okay, we going. And this is what you get. And you are absolutely right. Whoever said it at first, Carnival is losing a lot of money right now. A lot of money.
Well, there's a couple of reasons Carnival is losing money. Number one, a cruise is about disposable income.
Yes.
You're catering to the people who have the least amount of it.
Mm-hmm.
That's always a low mental common denominator, which is why I'm gonna appeal to you, JT, a goddamn grown ass man.
Mm-hmm.
If you go back on Carnival, it ain't about Carnival.
Oh, you absolutely right.
I say this to people who go on Carnival cruises. You just showing me you don't have the discipline to save another year. Because if you did, you could go on Royal Caribbean. Don't go this year. Do you really want to risk international water with these ignorant ass niggas here? Or, baby, we gonna save 12 more months and we going again, and we going the way we supposed to go, which is not with these ignorant ass fools like we don't raise. Like, nope. Any deal, yeah, I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna land it. Anybody under the sound of my voice that gets your ass on a Carnival cruise again, over and you grown, you good and grown. If you do it again after you seen this shit, if your ass get ate by sharks, good.
Me myself, I don't care too much about cruise. That it definitely is not my idea. It's not my cup of tea. I'm not, it was like I said, it was cool for the time that we had, but I'm not a cruise person. Those are my first 2 cruises I went on. My lady, she liked doing the cruise thing. I don't care anything about the cruise. So it's not, I'd rather spend my money going, to other countries or whatever, and I'll be able to go on there. So yeah, I'm not a cruise dude at all. It was all right, but I'm straight. I won't lose no sleep if I never go on another cruise again.
That's high ride money.
We call Carnival the Timu of the seas.
Oh my God. Yeah, it's a big boat.
And even with my lady, she that was her first time doing the Carnival. She normally go to the more expensive cruises because, for one, you have a better time, and then you get a chance, man. Like the time that, like what she explained to me, it's a whole different ball game than
see where
Carnival.
You spent your money.
Yeah, so it's a whole different ball game, So, and I can see that, I'm saying. I'm not trying to do Carnival no more. You are absolutely right. Once you find out what it is,
once you get grown,
you can't do that no more.
That's all your complaints. JT got grown ass man complaints. God damn it, it's too damn noisy. It's too. I paid my money to get away from this nigga shit here.
Yep, I'm not, and that's my whole thing, bro. When I was younger. Trust me, I'm right in the middle of it. I used to be right there. You know what I'm saying? I was one of those guys that was right there. As I got older, I want to go and I want to actually have a real type of cruise. And let me explain to you also this thing about Carnival too. They get you. You're going to end up spending a gang of money anyway.
A ton of extra money.
In order for you to even to get your drinks, you have to pay for a package, right?
Yeah.
And if you don't, you just gonna be, unless you just
don't
drink
out with them damn ginger ales, nigga.
Yeah, but if you're not a drinker, it's not a big thing. You know what I'm saying? It's not a big thing. But what they try to do is get you on these drink packages. Them things start off at $350 plus, 18 drinks a day.
Right.
I don't drink like that. I ain't tripping. You know what I'm saying? It's not that serious. But I
meet me on the
understand
fan tail, JT. Meet me on the fan tail. I got you.
Yep. That's basically what you're right. And even with that, if you go on the other cruise, all of it goes together. There ain't no drink package. You paying for that's why it costs. It costs a lot more. I ain't gonna lie. It costs a lot more than Carnival. After your first cruise with Carnival, then it gets a whole lot more cheaper. You can get you on the cruise for 4 days, man, for like $300 and something. Sometimes you can get $99, but you ain't getting no balcony. Yeah, if you catch it, if you catch the ones that they send, it'd be $100.
Well, this is okay. 2 things. Number one, Carnival's Liberty Twitcher says Carnival new rules disproportionately impact Black passengers. So I'm gonna need 3. Since you said rules, the new rules, that means there's more than one. So I'm gonna give you the fan rule reluctantly, because that fan shit is getting on my nerves. It's just another sassy ass move by the Black women I can't stand, and I hope you hear me. Number two. So I'm gonna give you that one, Liberty. You have one. You said rules. That means you only have to give me one more. Two. Well, shit. I don't remember two. We'll just go with that one.
You know what? Before we get started,
I think that's bullshit.
I'm gonna bring a couple brothers up. Y'all know him from the What's Your Mama channel show. Put your hands together for the number one stunner, 100 watts in the building.
That's my mama.
That's my mama. And the guy who puts the skin and light skin, put your hands together for one another. Trey Fern in the building. What's
right,
Coach?
Team Albie Shore in the building.
Yes, indeed. What's going on, fella?
Team DeBarge in the building.
About you night and day.
What's going on, man? How y'all doing, man?
I'm wondering when did niggas on the boat become cool again?
Bruh.
You know what?
That's a great question. That's a great question.
So after that first boat ride, you know,
come on, man.
I learned how to swim, so I don't have to get on the boat. What is you talking about?
Okay.
Right, fellas,
you just gotta want to get out of town. If you going to Carnival, you just want to get out of town. You move and wait for somebody.
Or you got on the spirit of the ocean. The spirit flight of the ocean is exactly what the fuck you just did. Especially you sitting here talking about, you said $350 for the drink package. Yeah. I'm gonna go on this cruise. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna go to Jamaica, baby. It ain't nothing but $350. But I gotta pay for the drink, so that's another $350. And then they say your bag too heavy, so that's another $200. Oh, you wanted that t-shirt from the gift shop? That's another $75. Like, nigga, what?
Well, you ain't supposed to leave the house pinching pennies. If you got to pinch pennies to go, don't go.
Yeah, you gonna be having a miserable time.
Oh my God. Don't go. If me and my wife do this, okay, we ain't going nowhere unless at the bare minimum, we gonna split an extra $1,000 after we pay for everything, to include gas, food, where we stand. Now we're gonna take another $1,000 and $500 for you, $500 for me. If we can't do that, why are we going? Why are we going dependent on Aunt Suki to give me a ride and I gotta stay with Cousin Joe? No. I can look here, walk around in your panties while I smoke this weed. It's a great time here.
Absolutely. I never go anywhere unless I go.
I ain't gonna lie to you. Anything that requires me not making it back to my house tonight requires, like, we gotta plan this shit out. Like,
come on, bro.
If we're not coming back home, this needs to be planned out.
I ain't finna be stuck nowhere. I ain't finna be all that. We out of town with relatives, but we rode with them, so we gotta wait to. If I can't, okay, I'm gonna fly. I ain't gotta fly first or business. I can fly coach. I ain't tripping. I gotta be able to stay where I want to stay, come when I want to come, go when I want to go, eat what I want to eat, do what I want to do while we're here. If we gotta depend on anybody in any way, why are we going? Especially when you get to a certain age. You're supposed to get to a certain age where you love your house. Why I'm leaving here? I've had 60 years to put this shit in here. Why?
Yeah. Let's go ahead and get this thing started, man. Let's keep the show going, man. Anton from the Anton Daniels show. Let's go.
I do not blame Carnival for the new rules that they are enforcing, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because so many people are going, the young adults, they going on here and they showing their bare ass. I get y'all want to have fun, y'all want to turn up, y'all want to enjoy yourself, but if you cannot handle your alcohol or your Zod, you don't need to be on that cruise ship, because it's supposed to be like a family thing. Number one, there's all type of people on these cruise ships, and there's children on there. And the videos that I see that people be posting, half of it be funny, half of it be fun, everybody turning up, dancing. But then it's the other half, it's the ignorance. And that's exactly what people are bringing to these cruise ships. They acting stupid. They acting like they don't know how to conduct themselves. So
That's the biggest thing. And see, that's the part that people don't want to have a conversation about, because it would force Black people in particular to have accountability or take accountability and responsibility for their actions. We automatically start to equate things over to racism when we don't like it. Even though we don't even know, or you may not know, who owns Carnival, you don't know who's running, you don't know who's in certain positions, you don't think that they watch the same things that you watch and that they have social media, and then for some reason they're not supposed to be aware of how y'all publicly post and how y'all sneaking trees and alcohol onto the cruise ship, how y'all on there fighting and causing chaos and commotion, and then you only want to look at your videos and your people and then say, oh, I can't believe how Carnival is removing black people, or they don't want the black dollar or something like that. Yo, listen, anytime that people can't follow simple protocol that, yo, it may be young people on this ship, we want to make sure that it accommodates for everybody. It is still supposed to be a family environment. That's why it's named Carnival. Then you have to start putting rules in place, and rules are for people that cannot conduct themselves or control themselves without them. Now they got to go through extra protocol. Now they got to prevent you from playing certain music because it brings a certain element. Now they have to take additional steps in order to ensure that people are doing what they want to do. And people get offended. I'm never offended at rules. I'm never offended when you have more of a police presence. I'm never offended at that type of stuff, because that means that it's designed to keep me safe. And because I'm not a criminal, because I'm not doing something that I'm not supposed to do, then I can now be or feel more safe. That is only for people that are looking to do something or looking to get into something that they're not supposed to get into. And I can't understand why people just can't conduct themselves and do what they're supposed to do. That way, you don't have to worry about whether or not somebody is saying, doing, coming for, or making modifications. And then you have to get uncomfortable because you're trying to do something you're not supposed to do, and you may get arrested at a port. You know what I'm saying? Late, fighting, issues, problems, trouble. If you go on X, formerly known as Twitter.
They already get.
Coach Ferg, so far, man, should people be offended by the rules, sir?
Listen, man, I love rules, man. I want to go enjoy myself. I don't want to hear nobody fighting. Although I like it, I don't want to see too much booty cheeks out there. Like it's already been explained. Hold on.
100 Watts. While we're waiting on Trey Ferg.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Oh, go ahead, Trey.
Real quick. Yeah, man, shout out to the crack era, man. You know what I'm saying, man? These behaviors is uncanny, man. No, I'm serious, man. I think y'all spoke, when you get to a certain age and when you start going on these outings with your family and children, you want it to be respectful. You done talked about it for a whole year. You done told the kids how they gonna conduct themselves. They ain't gonna be running around disrespectful. Then you get there, 100 Watts kids is acting a fool. JT got his girl twerking on the table, drunk, fighting. I'm like, well, damn, I could have spent $500 and we could have went to Disneyland. For $2,000, I'm going to Disneyland and everybody can have fun. Yeah. But it's just sad that here we are, the modern people, the slowest, dumbest people, and now they banning certain things that are equate to us. But look at the behavior; it goes worldwide. It just, it's just unfortunate. So, yeah, it ain't got too much. Man. Crazy.
100 Watts, you saw the video, man. What you think?
I think that it is not crazy for me to go on vacation and not want to hear you all the way down the hallway with your Bluetooth speaker on 100% yelling, "My pussy pink, my booty hole brown." I'm okay with them saying that. That's not allowed. Like I'm perfectly fine with that. It's cool. I don't need to hear your Chicago drill bullshit, your G Herbo. And I mean no disrespect to them, but this ain't what I came here for, cuz. Play some Teddy Pendergrass or something. If you're gonna be loud and ignorant, play something that we could all have a good time to. Play some stepping music or something we could all have a nice vibe to. But when you playing this ratchet ass, I'm a beat a nigga, come on, bro. I didn't come here for that. I could have stayed in my ratchet ass neighborhood for that bullshit. I could have gave Keisha $100 with her homegirl, and they could have came over with some fried chicken. We could have had a good time. What the fuck? I don't want to hear this shit right now. It's okay for people to say that I didn't come here for that. because the same people that are doing what they're doing, they feel like they have the right to say that I get to do what I want to do. Well, shit, we got to meet somewhere in the middle, cuz. So we got to meet somewhere in the middle. And somewhere in the middle is you turning your shit down from 100 to 25 and go back in your room with that shit. Go break your girl back to that shit. I don't want to hear that over here by the pool. And yes, and like Coach Ferg said, I don't need to see your chick. If I'm on Carnival with my chick, I don't need to see your chick bent over with her shit coming out her top, bro. Like, it's okay to rein some of this shit in. It is okay. It is not a bad thing. We all don't go outside looking for the same thing. We don't.
You know what? BMU wanted me to show this video. Because he told me to show y'all. I got to show y'all, man. So get ready.
As long as ain't no fruit booty, if it's fruit booty, I'll just let me go get some juice. I'll be right back. Okay.
You know we gotta all close our eyes and shit.
Let's go, man. Run that beautiful bean footage.
A massive group of people started a brawl when they got off their cruise ship yesterday. So I'm going to play the video for you here. These people have just gotten off their 7-day Carnival cruise from Cozumel, Mexico, when they land in Galveston, Texas, which is one of the worst places to ever sail out of. And 24 people have now been placed on the do not sail list because of this fight. It's kind of just like a do not fly list on a plane. If you end up fighting with somebody in an airport, you'll get put on that list. As you see, security guards start running, but there's not much they can do. Even police get involved. You'll see them come in the picture right here. The Carnival cruise ship said this happened under U.S. Custom and Border Protection, which is where they're at right here. They were coming back into the country. And as you can see, the people even start to push the officers right there. And then the officers couldn't control them. So they start fighting the officers and then start fighting each other again. This is absolutely crazy because these 24 people will never be able to get on a boat ever again. As you can see, there's women, children, old, young. Everybody was just going at it. We still don't know exactly what caused this, but you guys let me know what you think. A massive group of people started a brawl when they got off their cruise ship yesterday. So I'm good.
Well,
that Alabama boat fight got y'all fucked up out here.
Well, that's Apple. Yeah, that's Apples and Boulevard.
Not to these niggas.
These, what this is about, brother, is what happens when people raise themselves. Here, let me get out of this chest. Yeah, this is what happens. This is what happens when people raise themselves. Okay, I'm hearing somebody do something.
Setting up the next video.
Oh, okay. I heard Ferg say something about the conversation we're gonna have with our children about where we going. I swear to you, Ferg, I've never had one of them conversations. And my father never had one of them conversations. Because I raised my kids under this. If I have to look at you, it's too late.
Yeah.
You knew to get down before you put your drawers on. You know what we don't do. I ain't gonna never have to tell you not to run through nowhere ever, because I told you once. And the last time you told that, you tried. We did the ass hand test. We gonna see which one is tougher, your ass or my hand. You got a problem with the math because you only got one ass and I got two hands. So let's not have this test. You determine when I do this test, not me. When you these people you talking about, these is the babies, the crack babies. These are the grandbabies of the latchkey kids. The first when the wheels first came off the wagon, the latchkey kids were our age. There's when the wheels start because somebody smoked the crack, somebody sold it, somebody shot somebody went to jail, and somebody was black. So them dudes. That happened during our time. The aftermath of this is the offspring of that.
Yeah, that's what you see.
So yeah, it's about separating ourselves from them. You ain't gonna save one of them people on that no sale list. Okay, them people wasn't trying to figure out how to grow food. Them people can't tell you how to find water or fix a flat. Those people are savages. Those are the first generation of savages. What you think they grandkids gonna be like? Bro, we want to separate ourselves from them. This is that time. This ain't 1988. This is the aftermath that has led to the prophecy that society has fallen apart, and it ain't just us. Every society is falling apart right now. I don't give a damn about them. I give them what the White House gives us, my thoughts and prayers. Our shit right now is about finding the men that think like you and their tribe and their families. And as those families are destroyed, you make a tribe. Again, family ain't got shit to do with you. That was a bunch of family shit on that boat. Tribes don't do that. Shout out to R-Pain. Sent us a $10 super chat for the love of the game. R-Pain, man, you know what, man? I appreciate you. And for that, I'm gonna give you some of this old daddy music right here, man. Enjoy yourself.
Whatever you want, whoa, whatever you need, my heart belongs to you. Oh, whatever you need, then nothing I won't do. Whatever you want, my heart belongs to you. I say whatever you need, whatever you need, my heart belongs to you. Whatever you need, there's nothing I won't do. Whatever you want, my heart belongs to you.
Why that brother got to be bad by himself?
Yeah,
appreciate it. Hey, lounge.
Hey, Lit. Did you do the other earlier? I might have missed it, but it was another one.
Top it out from Big M. We got that one live.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
We got that one.
You know,
Let's get started, man.
That's a shameless plug for my new channel. That's all.
That's what's up, man.
Y'all go over there to the R-Pain channel, man. Make sure y'all subscribe to the theme-based music. Y'all hit him up, man. Let's go ahead and continue. We got the next clip loaded, so let's go ahead and get this thing started, man. Because we got a lot to get through in a short amount of time, like Smoking the Bandit. Smoking the Bandit.
And short
time to get there.
They already gave you. So if they gave you nothing, that is what you're going to get. Because this is the supervisor, the manager, the team lead right here. What's her name? Maria. Maria just told me that corporate decided that they cannot give you anything else. So you might want to get out of line and go home. Maybe you might want to get a customer service number because they are not going to give you anything than what you have right now. Despite you sweating 5 nights every single night that you've been on this shit. Y'all dead ass wrong for that. No AC, yeah, you call a goddamn security. Get me off this bitch. You better not touch me. You better not put your goddamn hands on me. No. Leave me alone. Can you help me? Can you give me some money back? Okay. I sweated and I'm not going nowhere because you're going to help me and you're going to help everybody else in this line. I'm not going nowhere. Here it is right here. Because they told me they're not going to be able to give you anything else. And I sweat every single night. What happened? Okay.
She can call security. What's
Get me off this bitch. You expedite me. Here you go. Before they get me, but I might end up dead, y'all. I might end up dead. I might end up dead. Here you go.
I will help you.
Don't touch me. Ain't nobody gonna get you.
I don't know, y'all better do something, but
They're not trying to do anything. But that's what I'm saying. How can they even?
They told me 2. How many days did my AC not work? 5. But they only gave me credit for 2. Here you go. Yeah. What's the name of the ship? Carnival Sunrise. They're only paying people 2 days, and my AC didn't work for 5. Here you go. Don't touch me. Here we go. Customer service. Because y'all waiting in line only for them to tell you that they're not going to be able to help you. Customer service. Yeah.
Yeah, but they're not going to give you anything. That's the thing.
You're waiting in line and they're not going to help you. They gave me 2 nights. I want 5. 2 nights. I want 5. I sweated 5 nights. I did. I said 5 nights. I did. Did the AC work all the nights that you were here? No? Okay. They're not going to be able to help you. They're going to make you wait in line, and they're going to tell you that they're not going to be able to do anything to help you, that you're going to have to call this 1-800 number.
They're not even taking money right now? No. They're not doing anything to help you right now.
So,
man, Carnival got these folks with a pirate ship, though.
This is the craziest part about that. That Carnival Sunrise, right?
Yeah,
that's
man.
the cruise that was in. That's on the Netflix special, the train wreck, the poop boat.
Yeah.
That's the actual. That's the one. Sunrise, the Carnival Sunrise. That was the one. All those folks had to get pulled back to where they had to go. That's on Netflix right now. That same Carnival. That if I would have known, and that was the one that I was on, the first one I ever was. I knew nothing about it, and now I understand exactly what they're talking about now when it comes down to these doggone. Because this is also the other thing. Mm-hmm. The folks that they have working on there, man, they don't pay them shit. These are all, and man, and they be down all the way. Their rooms are all the way at the bottom of the boat, the lowest of the deck, and it be hot as heck down there. And it's crazy when you see this. I think one of the reasons why I definitely didn't want to do the Bahamas again because it's depressing. You talk to the people at the Bahamas, it's depressing. First and foremost, in the Bahamas, every one of those islands, it's like 117 islands or something like that. None of them have where they can grow crops. Mm-hmm. Their number one, the only backing of their money is tourism.
Tourism.
Mm-hmm. That's it. That's it. So it's depressing if you get off that boat and you go talking to those folks and they get to talking to you, it's going to depress you. Another thing is that they have, where were we at? It wasn't the Turks. It was another place where they have the casinos at. The people that live there, they can't go into the casinos and they can't gamble. Mm-hmm. It's a law.
I heard about that.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't know how mad I am about that.
No, I understand, but I understand it because what they don't have the money to be able to do it. Right. But it's still a form of communism. You can't tell nobody what to do with their money. Well, evidently they can, I guess.
Yes, they can. In communism, they can. And I'm sorry, certain freedoms make sense to be governed. That one does. Tell me why taking away the privilege of gambling to a citizen in a already absent of a middle class economy is wrong or bad.
Well, it's not wrong. It's perfect.
No, I think it's perfect. I think that's a great rule.
It's perfect, but the problem is that they don't have anything where they can actually trade. That's what I don't think the problem is with the governing of, because they don't have the money. Man, if you go and you look at the cars that they have, those cars are like 1,900 cars. You don't see any cars that's in the 2000s.
Watch it, sir.
And very few people on that stand even own a car.
Right. They don't really need it though.
Yeah, but JT, you understand this, right? The fact that they don't have if they only have a penny, they would be in a casino.
Yeah. No, I understand the rule most definitely. I'm just saying that's crazy.
That's something that happened in the U.S. years ago too. Doing not to
I just think it's just depressing when you sit back and they tell you that they're only the only thing that they can do is to sell their goods like T-shirts and stuff like that through tourism. So if you take off the cruises, it's over with. It's a wrap for them.
It's already.
In terms of the video, if I'm there with my woman and she start acting like that,
I'm divorcing her. I'm divorcing her.
If I decide to go back to the room and leave her there to do that shit, am I wrong for that?
No, because you can't go nowhere else.
Well, it depends. It depends. Are you planning to disavow any relationship with her when y'all get back to dry land?
I am.
If you are, then no. If you aren't, then yes.
Yeah.
It's I always say black men who have problems in relationships with black women aren't bad at relationships, they're bad at math.
Right.
We are so grossly outnumbered that I'm screening for this.
Years
we ain't gonna be on no cruise. That's not Mrs. Brown. She don't get down like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
No way.
You know why the queen's shoes don't get muddy? Because the queen don't walk in the mud. If you want to don't walk in the mud, you can't worry about that. That's another thing I keep saying. These ratchet ass broads do us a favor. They let you know who. There's too many. There's literally too many of them. They're doing you the biggest favor in the world. Don't pick me. Okay, good. Then I'm gonna look through your social media and cancel you and all your friends. That's the best way to find a needle in a haystack is an electromagnet. That's you electrify the haystack.
That's right.
Yeah, you know what? It's funny though. It's a good question though. I know you just throwing that out there as a hypothetical 100 watt. Because I couldn't even imagine any woman I would be would ever do some shit like that.
Come on.
I couldn't even imagine. You know, I'm not even like, and I always go to say, listen, I'm not one of these select dudes. I tell all you guys out there who are just regular degular, you shouldn't expect your fucking woman to do that shit either. Nobody should. You know, if you have a lady, she should never act up like that. No way. Form of fashion. No way.
We done. We're done.
Let me go ahead and go to the next one, man. we got plenty more to cook, man.
Hold on, really quick before you start. My wife is probably the best person I've ever met in writing out your laws and all of the things that'll get you sort of
caught up
going to management. She don't deal with all that. She would have slid away and wrote it. By the time we got off that boat, she'd have 2 pages of her complaint going to the we'd have had 3 free cruises coming up over the next 5 years.
There you go.
She wouldn't even did all that. She'd have grabbed me. I would have been over like, no, man. She'd have been like, come on,
baby.
And she'd have been like,
she got all the right CCs.
She'd have had it in her phone. Like, let me find.
She ain't gonna argue with him. She gonna say, okay, thank you. But I guess what? I tell you what. I guarantee we gonna have cruises for 2-3 years
after I get through.
Because she knows her power. That's the thing.
Come on, bro.
She knows her power. Absolutely.
You're gonna take it away. Absolutely. Do something about it. That's what that is.
Yes. Yes.
Well, to keep it simple, this woman broke these 2 simple rules. Ask yourself this, ladies, before you leave the house. Look in the mirror. Am I classy? When some shit goes down, ask yourself, am I pleasant? If you can be classy and pleasant as habits, you'll be fighting men off. Just classy and pleasant. But you're usually the opposite of those. It is not classy, nor is it pleasant to have to tell somebody not to touch you. There is never a good time for a woman to say, don't touch me. Never. If it's just us two, when is it a good time for you to tell me not to touch you? What have you done in public to put yourself so far out of pocket that you have to give someone a physical directive with regard to your person? What have you done? I tell you what, you wasn't classy and you wasn't pleasant.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Let's go ahead and get started on the next one, man, because we got quite a few more to go. I want to make sure we get these and get them out the way, man. Let's go ahead to the next one.
Y'all go ahead and get your hate out. Get all your names you're going to call me and get that out of your system. But for your information, I have been on 9 cruises since 1993. The ones through 2005 were not cheap, but they were very nice cruises. The people that worked the ship were nice. The people that were on the cruise were nice. You didn't go to the dining room dressed like you were going to the pool. There was a certain amount of decorum required. When you got up in the morning, you could go through early in the morning, because I was, you could go through the breakfast and get coffee and a donut. They had a continental breakfast that early. And then go to what's called the Serenity deck. And you could sit there and drink your coffee and enjoy the sun coming up. You couldn't do that on this last cruise because they were still drunk from the night before. And the only place they could find to hide with their goofiness is on the Serenity deck. The people on either side of us in the cabin were ridiculous. Their trash stumbled out into the hallway. And I'm not talking people, I'm talking literal trash.
I believe you.
They would go up to the bars, the buffets, and get plates and plates of stuff, and then just pile it on the floor outside their door. There was no class. In the words of my grandfather, they had no couth.
Yeah, guys, I'm going to go ahead and forecast. I mean, listen, so the video itself does say Carnival. So the fact that I know what Carnival is and what the meme basically forecasts, she's talking about, you know, the inner city youth, let's say, guys, right? We know this. Every single thing that she has just dictated absolutely is indicative of individuals that come from the hood. They've saved up a little bit of money and they want to go on a vacation, right? But the problem is that they don't understand where and how to specifically act based on environment, let's say. They're so used to living in their specific world, their echo chamber, where everyone kind of around them acts the same and everything is, you know, consistently okay or decent. They get to a brand new place and just bring the hood or the ghetto with them, bro. That's what this is here.
The fighting is what amazed me.
Fighting?
You're on vacation in parts of the most beautiful part of the world.
Okay.
And all you can do is cuss, scream, and fight. Now, mind you, I met people on this cruise that were from a Baptist church somewhere up near Chicago. There was about 15 of them.
Right.
I regret to this day not getting their name.
We're going to keep it
Y'all
going.
know damn well Carnival Cruise is not racist. Like, what y'all talking about? Like, what are you talking about? It's not a black people issue. It's the ratchet, igga shit. And we know that already. And I'm from the hood, born and raised again, Southside Chicago, Inglewood, right? And when you in the hood, you see large groups of igga shit, dumb ratchet shit, you go the other way. Because what's going to happen? Somebody going to get shot. Somebody going to get murdered. Somebody's going to get hurt, go to jail, whatever. So when you from that shit, you know, in order to survive, you move away from it. You go the other way, right? The caliber of wretched, ignorant motherfuckers that's getting on that Carnival cruise is the same caliber of motherfuckers that was out here scamming for that PPP loan. Just stupid. They not used to shit. They don't have no fucking home training. They not able to conduct themselves. They just ignorant, right? And Carnival Cruise not wrong for putting rules in place because you're fucking up their business. So you got people that's out here that's working all year long, saving a hard-earned money just to have a vacation, to get away and to fucking relax. And you telling me that they have to be bothered with and put up with this wretched, ignorant, just ghetto shit. I don't like how this is turned into a black issue, because the truth is, being ignorant and ratchet and classless and ghetto, it has no color. That's the truth. Black people, we've always known how to conduct ourselves, right? And there's levels to it. You got black people that work hard, that have class, that has a beautiful family. You know what I'm saying? Know how to conduct themselves, know how to have a good time, and everybody's being lumped into one fucking category. I was on the Carnival cruise back in 2016, and it wasn't shit like what I'm seeing now. I feel like the caliber of people are going down because it's monkey see, monkey do. First of all, with this social media shit, the more you act stupid and the dumber you are, and you being exploited, the more attention you get. They feel like you can just go anywhere and just act this way and behave this way, and it's funny. It's a ha-ha he moment. This whole being turned and lit culture and just being ignorant is at an all-time high. That's just the truth. And Carnival Cruise need to ban all them motherfuckers. Ban all of them. If you don't know how to act like you got no fucking sense, you can't get on here no more. It's just that simple. Motherfuckers are too old to be behaving like that. And if you feel like it's directed towards you or you gonna boycott Carnival Cruise, and so be it. Get your ass home. Because this is not a black issue. This is simply them having to put rules in place for grown motherfuckers to know how to conduct themselves. Because it is turning very trashy. It's classless. It's ghetto. It's ignorant. And everyday working people should not have to be bothered with that bullshit. Learn how to act like you got some sense or keep your motherfucking ass at home. Simple.
Carnival Cruise said, not on my watch. We are not doing this no more. We've had enough. So if you haven't heard, recently Carnival Cruise has updated their policies, rules, and regulations on their current and future trips. So let's start off hot. That drinking package, the all you can drink, yeah, gonna get rid of that. Sneaking that liquor in that wine bottle or that Listerine bottle, yeah, cut that out because they checking anything and everything that's a liquid coming on board. They open it up, they making you open it on the spot. No more sneaking no more. No more all you can drinks. They getting tired of it. That little speaker that you was planning on bringing, yeah, don't. They taking any and every speaker that they find, they confiscating. You're going to get it back after the cruise. But in the meantime, while you on there, there will be no outside music other than theirs. Playing rap in the club, it's out of there. They're not doing that no more, all right? They said we causing too much problems. But honestly, I don't really think it's the rap music. I think it's the liquor and the rap music because that handed, I've done all I needed to explain. Thinking you about to fight on that cruise ship and head back to your room like nothing happened? Yeah, pack it up. You're getting left at the next port, buddy, old pal. All right? They're not going for that no more. No more fighting. They leave you at any port. If you look suspicious, they might just leave you. Carnival Cruise started to sound like TSA because any laptops, electronics, liquids over 3 ounces, take it out of the bag. Don't bring on here. We taking it all. And when you get on this ship, sit down, shut up, and ride to your destination quietly. When we get there, get off. But when it's time to go, get back on and don't say Nathan. Don't ask for Nathan. In all seriousness, I get it. But at the same time, you got these people stuck on the ship. There ain't nothing to do. We're going to be at a destination in 2 days and you expect me not to get blackout drunk? Right. There ain't nothing to do. So, Carnival, if you're going to do this, I get it. But at the same time, you got to give and take. Have a board or plan on people. Ask the people what they want, okay? You can't just take and not give back. Because if y'all keep this up, y'all going to be looking like the Titanic. That's right. Them sails going to plummet to the bottom of the ocean. Never to be seen again. Give and take. Give and take.
Carnival came out and said, so you think the fan ban wasn't enough? Watch this. Let's run through the list in order. The teen curfew is a big one. Everyone under 18 has to be back in their rooms after 1 a.m. unless you're with your guardian or an adult that's 21 plus.
I don't think we can hear that guy.
You can no longer travel alone. Anyway, you must be with someone 25 plus. So anyone under 21.
You know, we already covered that anyway, man. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to keep it pushing. So, fellas, what y'all think so far, man?
They, for one, it seemed like they overbooked. It looked like they overbooked in a sense. And, you know, hey, man. Why?
You know, I think the guy was wrong though. There's plenty to do. They just don't want to do what they have.
Yeah, yeah. It's again, salute to the crack era, man. These 40 and under motherfuckers, they be on some shit. Come on, man. Come on, man. Listen. No, listen, man. Listen. No, what I'm saying is, man, listen, man. They was kids when it all popped off. They was kids. They was 8, 9, 10, man. They've been fighting ever since, man. Everything's somebody else's fault. Most of them ain't got no work ethic. Most of their kids ain't got no work ethic. And they taking this behavior around the world. Carnival Cruise, listen, Don't be surprised if they don't go back to the old days. No ninjas allowed. Hold up, we gonna count. Y'all got 5 families. Okay, everybody you got a wife, kids. Okay, y'all can go. All you singles, JT, you can't get on, man. You single, you might start some trouble. I'm just saying the rules that they have, it's not gonna affect their sales. It probably make them go up because if they put these rules in, certain people ain't gonna go.
They're not new rules though.
No, I'm just saying they it seems like they overbooked.
No, they don't
Nothing about it. None of this looks fun. I'm looking at the pictures of this. Maybe it is because I'm getting older, but that shit don't look fun.
So this is the thing.
Not on land or on sea. Do I want to be around that many niggas?
But this is the thing, Hunter. The only thing that they're doing is showing shit on the deck. They're showing things. It is things to do. Like I said, there's a lot of things to do, but it's mostly for older people. Like I said, they have their own cigar. They have a cigar bar. They have a comedy club. They have a showroom. They have things where you can go. They got an exercise thing. Man, you talking about what? 9 floors? 10 floors? Something like that? It's a lot to do, but what they're talking about is just doing nigga shit. That's it. Everything that they talking about doing is on the deck. Don't nobody that's older, just like what Jeff was saying, when you are older, you don't want to be sharing a space with those goddamn people. They're not there to enjoy the cruise itself. They're not there to do it. It's a lot more to do than what's being highlighted. But guess what? When you even look at the ones that's speaking on it, it's very few white folks that's actually speaking on it. And let me tell you something. On the Carnival cruise, black folks are still the minority. You got a gang of white. It's 13, I think, on all of those cruises, it's like 13. No, it's like 9,000, 7,000, 7 point something thousand people. Somebody look it up. But I can tell you it's about.
Depends on the size of the boat.
Yeah.
But it's a lot of people.
But the Carnival, all of their cruises, the Sunrise, the Celebrity, they got a couple of them. They got about 45 different ones, and they all are close to the same size, right? It's anywhere from 9,000. I think some of them probably you can have 11,000. I'm not sure, but I know 9,000 is the capacity
on the Carnival
the most of them.
Sunrise boat.
Now 25 and 8.
So then this is the thing when they say in the new rules. First and foremost, if you want to have a smooth cruise, you got to download the app. Before you even get on that boat, you need to be checked in. Right? You could be checked in. I think you could be checked in within I think 24 hours. You check in. So the only thing you got to do is just walk on the boat, get your bags. No, well, your bags are at your room already, right? Mm-hmm. Because you're already checked in. The app will have you check all of that, like what they were doing. Let me tell you, the reason why that lady was crashing out, because she didn't know how to talk to those folks. I guarantee, again, it goes to what Coach Ferg say. I have a lady that's going to make some shit happen. If we ain't got no air conditioning, she needs some air conditioning, I guarantee we're going to get a room. And if they have to give us one of the upgraded rooms, so be it. Give it to us. She's not going to let them not accommodate us. She's not going to wait and sit back. I need money and all this and crashing out and all of that stuff. That's not the type of woman that I even have. She's going to make some things happen. Again, Jeff, the reason why we went on both of those cruises was the fact that we had family members, you know, that actually they were throwing parties and stuff like that. She's not going on those. She's on the Virgin. She's on, you know, that's what she want to see. We were supposed to be going for her birthday on this August to Hawaii. And we were supposed to be going. It's a jazz concert that they had. And they had everybody. Think about it. You got Boney James. You got what's my man that played the guitar? Norman Brown. You got I'm talking about it's an all-star cruise. And then when you get to Hawaii, they rocking for 3 days. So this is the thing that we're talking about. That cruise was damn near $10,000.
Well, right there, you go. Well, okay, let's start right there. Number one, 2 things make that cruise nigger proof. the $10,000 and the content.
Yes.
Ain't nobody playing Norman Brown on a drive-by.
Come on, bro. Come on.
Who does it? Who? There go them niggas right there. Put that Boney James on. No.
Candy Duffler? Come on, man.
Do you have to have the real ID shit to be able to get on it? Because I know it's required for planes now.
A passport. Passport.
You gotta have look. The best way to do it is passport. All that birth certificate and real ID, all that stuff. Passport. If not, you're gonna run through some problems, man. And you put it on that when you have it on the app, you got all your stuff that's right there. You don't have to go to that counter that most of these people do and get printouts and all of that stuff. Everything is, what does they call it? The QR code, that little QR code, and they can scan it. That's all you want people to do. You don't want nobody, you carrying all your stuff. You got to get it out your bag and all. Man, you ain't got to do that no more. You don't have to do that no more. You already know what I'm telling you. It's a little bit different when you plan it. When you plan and you understand what your trips are, you don't have to deal with all of that. But it is to a point where it's not a black thing, y'all. It's a class thing. And I ain't talking about class like who got money, who don't. I'm talking about class like who's classless,
who got manners and who don't.
Who got manners and who don't. Who got manners and who don't. At the end of the day, we have to actually look at when we want to go on these type of trips, because you're still paying a lot of money. If you go on that Carnival cruise, I'm telling you right now, you ain't going, if you go in there, even if you smuggle your drinks and stuff like that, they're not really big on it if you got your shit together. They're big on it when they look at you and they see that you ain't got all your stuff together. You got people out here trying to get on the damn cruise because they're not planning on getting off the boat. They just go there with an ID, birth certificate. Get off that boat if you want to and act a fool.
Try to get back
go to Margaritaville and think you're going to go over there, drink all those damn shots, and you're going to start a fight and you about to get on that boat. It's over with. It's a wrap. I'm telling you.
You know what? Speaking of it's a wrap, man, we only got maybe about 5 minutes left in the show. I'm going to get 30-second reaction from everybody, and we're going to get up out of here because, you know, we got a hard stop at 2 hours. We're going to start with our pain. Give us 30-second hot take, man, from what you got from tonight's show.
Yeah, I'm surprised they let people on with just a birth certificate. That's all I got. I'm surprised they're doing that, man. So, and you know, listen, if they say it ain't about race, you know, it's about race. I mean, we carrying a whole bunch of people, you know, they might have other actors like that who are not black, but let's face it, let's call a spade a spade. You know, Indeed. That's what it is. So anyhow, we'll see what happens with Carnival in the future.
Indeed. JT, 30 seconds.
Yeah, man. I put it all out there. I love y'all, man. I love this conversation that we had, brothers. Tomorrow I'll be doing the show at 9:30, 9:45. And it's gonna be kind of like what this is right here, but it's gonna be a little more in depth. But other than that, man, I put it out there on the table already, man. Go ahead and let the next person go in on it.
And Hunter Watts, it's on you.
Only niggas is offended by calling out nigga shit. It's okay to not be doing it the fifth. Okay, the public is not for your acceptance. All that acceptance shit you looking for, go back to your own personal corner for that. When you come outside, you need to be able to maneuver around everybody in all the walks of life that are outside. That's all I got.
My man.
Jeff, take us up out of here, man. 30-second hot take, man.
What you are witnessing, brothers, is the foolishness being separated from the wisdom. We are the wise ones. It's time out for excusing this. It's time out for the reasons for it. It's time out for critiquing it. How much critiquing and looking and viewing do you have to do at a turd before you realize it's just shit? Step away from the shit, black people. I'm done.
Appreciate it, Jeff. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you guys for coming out tonight. Our Pain, thank you. Jeff, thank you. Trey Fur, I know you probably back in the back. Thank you, man. Hunter Watson, Jeff, as always, It is a pleasure, man, having you on tonight. I want to thank everybody for coming out tonight. Appreciate it. Make sure you guys hit the like button, hit subscribe. Make sure you guys share. Make sure you guys comment after the show. I want to thank you guys for coming out. Thank you for coming out to another edition of Flipping Tables on the Black Man Unfiltered Network. Thank you. Good evening and good night.
All right.